We all know the story. A ship, built to be unsinkable, hit an iceberg on its maiden voyage. It was a tragic, beautiful disaster. But what if I told you that the fate of the Titanic didn't come down to just one iceberg? It came down to one man, one small mistake, and one incredibly bad decision. The Titanic was a ship of miracles, but it had a secret flaw. Not in the design, not in the steel, but in its storage. Right before the ship left port, a key officer, Second Officer David Blair, was replaced at the last minute. The new officer, Charles Lightoller, didn't get a proper handover. Specifically, he wasn't told the location of the binoculars. Now you might be thinking, what do binoculars have to do with it? Well, the lookouts, the men whose job it was to spot danger, didn't have any. They knew there were some on board, but they didn't know where. They were forced to rely on their naked eyes, peering into the freezing, moonless night. At 11:40 p.m. on April 14, 1912, lookout Frederick Fleet saw it, not through a lens, but through a human eye. He spotted a massive black shape looming out of the darkness, directly in their path. It was an iceberg. He immediately rang the warning bell 3 times and shouted into the phone to the bridge, "Iceberg! Right ahead!" With a good pair of binoculars, Fleet could have seen the iceberg from much farther away. He would have had more time to warn the bridge, and the bridge would have had more time to react. The captain could have slowed the ship or turned it more gradually. The damage might have been a minor dent, not a fatal gash. But that wasn't the only mistake. After the warning, the officer on the bridge gave a counterintuitive command. "Hard to starboard and full speed astern." The first part, turning the wheel to the right, was correct. But the second part, reversing the engines, was a disastrous error. It slowed the ship's turn, making it sluggish and unresponsive. If they had simply turned and kept going forward, they might have missed the iceberg entirely. The ship's momentum carried it forward straight into the path of the icy giant. The impact was slow and grinding. It tore a 300-foot gash in the ship's side, puncturing 6 of its supposedly, in the end. It was a chain reaction. A missed handover, misplaced binoculars, and one very bad decision on the bridge. The unsinkable ship went down not because of bad luck, but because of a single, preventable mistake. It's a tragic reminder that even the most well-engineered plans can be undone by the simplest of human errors. If you want to uncover more stories of real events and the shocking mistakes that changed history, make sure you subscribe.